Dr. Tod Jones, Tod is a research coordinator at the Curtin Sustainable Tourism Centre and has worked exclusively on the evaluation of market and non-market economic, social and environmental values of tourism and heritage tourism in Western Australia. He was involved in the development of the Valuing Places Toolkit, an easy-to-use toolkit that measures the visitor expenditure due to a particular tourism resource. He is currently working on a destination model for the Ningaloo coast and has closely monitored the economic impacts of increased protection for the Ningaloo National Park. Tod works with a variety of organisations, including the Sustainable Tourism CRC, Department of Environment and Conservation, Tourism WA, the City of Albany, and the Heritage Council and the UK.
So my area of expertise is tourism, particularly nature-based tourism. So I'm going to talk to those elements of Martin's report and then discuss just a little bit some of our research in the Ningaloo coastal region, which is where I've spent most of my time over the last 4 years, and then highlight some things some ways that marine protected areas can further strengthen tourism that Martin quite rightly hasn't included in the report because it requires quite complex modelling and so on. But I think they're still important and they really do need to be seen alongside the content of the report. So Martin's already highlighted that in terms of ecotourism operators in Western Australia, looking at in the order of $5 to $10 million in profit. Between 1997 and 2005, the whale watching licences in Western Australia grew from 91 to 110. And there's still a lot of room for future growth in these industries, and that's something that you can't really capture in this kind of report, but still needs to be highlighted, is that these industries are only going to keep getting bigger. It's possible, particularly with whale watching, that we campaign along the lines of every visitor to Western Australia should see a whale while they're here. And in the report, Martin also highlights that there's an estimated 197 commercial operators with revenues in the order of $45 million. Now, turning to our research effort on the Ningaloo coast, colleagues of mine, Jock and David Wood, in 2003, used a survey that looked at activities and motivations of visitors to estimate the proportion of a visitor's trip that was due to the natural environment. And they found that 92% of the expenditure of a trip could be attributed directly and indirectly to the natural environment, given what people did and why they went to the region. Now, this led to an investment of $37.5 million in infrastructure by the WA government into managing the national park and the marine parks there. And that's additional money again, but you can't really put this in reports that are looking at current activities. But with marine protected areas, there's more money that goes into it as well. Our research in the region has highlighted the importance of activities related to MPAs, such as snorkelling, where we found that 75% of international visitors to the Ningaloo coast rated snorkelling as important or very important. And snorkelling was actually the most highly rated activity out of all the activities we tested in that part of the world. I'd like to finish by highlighting 3 reasons why marine protected areas are good for tourism, and in particular in the southwest corner of Western Australia. Firstly, they protect the key attraction for all visitors, and it's a good complement for the existing activities of people who go there, think about the beaches and the national parks which are there. Secondly, marine protected areas add to the branding of the Southwest. The Southwest is a strong brand associated with food and the natural environment. Building the connections between environmental protection and the Southwest further strengthens this branding and can lead to growth in tourism and tourism-related industries such as food and wine. The third reason why marine protected areas are good for tourism is their importance to international visitors. Nature-based international visitors have increased between 2003 and 2008 at a rate of 4% per annum, according to recent government figures. International visitors who do nature-based activities spend over $2,000 more per trip on average than other international visitors. There's a high spending group, and 2/3 of international visitors will undertake a nature-based activity while they're in Australia. So having the marine protected areas provides opportunities for more activities. It's protecting the ecotourism organisations which are there. It's building up links to a high-value market for Western Australia and for Australia. I'd like to finish by congratulating Martin. It's a fine report and I think an important step in research that highlights the value of marine protected areas for Western Australia. Thank you.